युहन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः विहित्तिश्चाद्वृता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। यश्रेयोभिलषत्यवाप्तुमनघः मोक्षात्मकं धीमताः तेनार्थेषु गृहेषु बन्धुषु सुतभ्रातृङ्गनासु क्वचित् उद्यानेषु रथेषु भूमिषु तनौ स्वर्गोपभोगेष्वपि प्रीत्याशे अविधाय शान्तमनसा शुश्रूषणीयो गुरुः। स्त्रीपुत्रार्थगृहादिसंसृतिमयः प्रेयः फलैकाश्रया विद्यामार्गविलक्षणो लसति स श्रेयोदविद्यापथः। भ्रान्ताः पण्डितमानिनो गतिभृतो विद्यापथेन्धाश्रयाः कूपेन्धा इव संसृतो परिपतन्त्यन्ये पुरं ब्रह्मणः। लोकोऽयं पशुपुत्रगेहधरणी धान्यादिरूपोऽस्ति तत् तद्भिन्नः कोऽपि परो न चास्ति ततः तल्लाभवाञ्छा वृथा। नष्टं देहमयं प्रति स्वपितरम् वित्तादिनाश्यन्न तत् प्राज्ञेनेत्यभिमन्यते यमवशं यात्यप्यविद्यावशः। In the previous class, so we saw that this verse 16 is essentially an elaboration of one mantra which goes as nasamparayah pratibhati balam pramadyantam vittamohena moodham ayam loko nasti parayiti mani punah punarvashamapadyate me. So this is the mantra for which this verse was devoted. Interestingly, I found a verse in Bhagavata which also has this word samparayah. I was explaining in the previous class. Sampareyate iti samparayah. So samparayah refers to paralokaha. Then that which is connected with the samparaya is samparaya. So this is anpratyay, samparaya. So that which will lead you to sadgati. So we can understand it that way. Sadgati or asatgati. So we can just consider. So the one which connects you to Paraloka. So this is how the word has been understood as Samparayaha. Dharmaha. So you can take it as Dharma. So Samparayo Dharmaha. Balam Samparayaha na pratibhati means, so those who are not able to think deeply, so for them that there is a connection between what we do and what we attain later is not evident to them. Pratibhati, naspurati, nasamparayaha pratibhati balam. So interestingly, in Bhagavata, so we know the story of Bali Chakravarti. Bali is the grandson of Prahlada. So Prahlada, then Virochana, then Bali. Okay, so this is how the parampara goes there. So Hiranyakashipu, Prahlada, Virochana, and then Bali. In the story, there we find once Vamana, so the Bhagavan took the form of Vamana and then he went to him. So in that connection, there is a very interesting verse there. So as soon as Vamana reaches there, this Bali promises, so whatever you want I will give you, very, very deeply impressed by the glory, the glow of this brahmachari. He offers all that. Then we find Shuka addressing a verse like this. Shuka says, Iti vairochane vakyam dharmayuktam sasundrutam nishamya bhagavan pritaha pratinandye damabravit. Nishamya vairochaner vakyam. Vairochanihi means Virochanasya apatyam. Like Dasharathasya apatyam Dasharathihi. Raghoho apatyam Raghavaha. So here we have E, Y. It is not Vairochanaha. There is a sutra, Atai. Okay, this is a, usually it can happen. So if it is Vu, then Raghavaha. That is how it will go. If it is A, Ata, Ataha means Akarantat, Hrasva Akarantat. That is why we have Dasharathihi. Similarly, Vairochanihi. So this Vairochani, Iti Vairochaner vakyam dharmayuktam. Dharmayuktam means, so when someone comes, so you offer. Okay, a Tejasvi Brahmana comes, so you offer. Therefore, whatever that was stated by Bali, so it is described as Dharmayuktam Vachaha. Dharmayuktam Vachaha. Dharmayuktam Sasundrutam. Sasundrutam. Sasundrutam is another. What is Sundrutam? Sundrutam means Satya Priyavakya. Sundrutam. Okay. Sundruta Vak. We have in Rigveda also, right? Chodayitri Sundrutanam Chetanti. So this Sundruta, see Mangalamayi Vak, Satyapurita Vak, both are referred to as Sundruta Vak. So now here the words of the Vakya of Virochana is described as Sasundrutam. Sasundrutam, keeping the fact that this Bali will keep his promise, notwithstanding the fact that he was prevented by his own guru. Okay. So don't give me, he said. So this is something which happens there. So anyway, Shukacharya describes the Vak as Sasundrutam Vakyam. Nishamya Bhagavan Pritaha Pratinandyedamabravit. This is the first shloka in 8:19 of Bhagavata. The next shloka is what is having the word Samparaya. Now you repeat. Vachastavaita Sumritam. Vachastavaita Sumritam. Vachastavaita Sumritam. Kulochitam Dharmayutam Yashaskaram. Kulochitam Dharmayutam Yashaskaram. Kulochitam Dharmayutam Yashaskaram. Yasya Pramanam Bhrigavassam Paraye. Yasya Pramanam Bhrigavassam Paraye. Yasya Pramanam Bhrigavassam Paraye. Pitamaha Kulavriddhah Prashantaha. Pitamaha Kulavriddhah Prashantaha. Pitamaha Kulavriddhah Prashantaha. This is an interesting verse. It says, Vachastavaitat. So soon after Bali completed his vachana, Bhagavan responds. He says, Vachastavaitat Tava etad vacha. So these words of you, Janadeva. Janadeva means king. Jananam Devaha, Janadevaha. Vachastavaitat Janadeva. The first thing that he says is Sumritam. Sumritam, here it can be understood in both ways. So Bhagavan knows that Bali will keep up his words. And this is a Mangalamayi walk. Which is Mangalamayi walk? That I will offer you. Okay. The offering for a cause is Mangalamaya. So Sumritam. The second qualifier is Kurochitam. Kurochitam means he has in his mind Prahlada, etc. So whatever was carried out, the kind of upachara and bhakti and shraddha that they had, Kurochitam Dharmayutam Yashaskaram. Then he says, Yasya Pramanam Bhrigavaha. Bhrigavaha means so those who come in the lineage of Bhrigu. So the Shukracharya comes in the lineage of Bhrigu. So you have the Gurus as Bhrigavaha. Yasya Pramanam means, so this is another very important aspect, that the kings were always guided by, they did not take any step on their own. So they were guided by learned scholars. Therefore, Yasya Pramanam means, Pramana is the means of knowledge. Okay? So the means of knowledge. Knowledge is essential for you to function. And where do you gain this knowledge? So Pramakaranam Pramanam. So here, these people were guided by, and therefore he says Tava Pramanam. Yasya Tava Pramanam Bhrigavaha. He sages. Okay? It's a very interesting message. Yasya Pramanam Bhrigavaha. Samparaye. Samparaye can actually go with this also. See? So the activities were guided by these people. The other thing is Samparaye. Later he says Pitamaha Kulavriddhah Prashantaha. Pitamaha here refers to Prahlada. So Kulavriddhaha Prashantaha Pitamaha. Can we find a character other than Prahlada who can maintain that Shanti? Whatever it is done, he was Shanta. Pitamaha Kulavriddhah Prashantaha. So here the point is Samparaye means so Dharme. So in the dharma, the activities, so paraloka prapaka dharme, pita samparaye pitamaha. So here also, na samparaya pratibhati balam. Dharma is something which has to be stated, so it has to be inculcated. So on its own it will come, this doesn't happen. We have to say. So here, pitamaha dharme pramanam. So that is a very interesting verse there, which uses samparaya. So that said, one can also ask this question in the previous verse. So we stated that the previous verse in the commentary, so this Nastika Mata was alluded by. See, Balaha here, so it was said, Balaha, so one who does not have Viveka. See? So this Nastikas, so he was mentioning, see, that there is nothing like Paraloka. So the Pinda, etc., that to you is all meaningless and so on and so forth. One can ask this question, there can be a doubt even in an Astika. Even an Astika, so we were discussing this Raghuvamsha shloka also towards the end of the last class. In Raghuvamsha, he says, Nunam mattah param vamsyaha pindavichheda darshinaha naprakama bhujashraddhe swadha sangraha tatparaha. So when we do this Shraddha ceremony, etc., who is benefited by that? Who is benefited? Is the performer benefited, or the one towards whom we perform, is he benefited? So this is some interesting question which can be posed. So this fellow leaves the Sharira. Okay, is there a fellow who leaves the Sharira? Or this fellow himself is Sharira? This is one question. This fellow himself is Sharira is Nastika. So Dehatma Vadinaha. So someone who is beyond this Sharira is Astikaha. So then we say Pitaraha. Okay. So this Pitaraha, so if they are dissociated from this Sharira, do they have some other Sharira or not? Or they pick up some other Sharira? So the period for which they will pick up this particular Sharira which resides in Pitraloka is not something which is evident to us. So we have this verse even in Upanishad, Ishtapurtam manyamana varishtham nanyachreyo vedayante pramudhaha Nakasya prishthete sukrutenu bhutva imam lokam hinataram va vishanti. So we have imam lokam hinataram va vishanti, they come back and then they pick up some other Sharira. But how long will they reside in Pitraloka? How long will they reside in some other Loka? We don't have any idea. Now, how are they benefited? So particularly during this period, so Lupta Pindodaka Kriyaha. So we have this phrase. So many people, so corona affected people, Lupta Pindodaka Kriyaha, even if you are Nastika, this cannot be done. So this question can, in fact somebody had asked in the mail, so what do we do? Okay. So first of all, whether it, if you don't do, so will they have the other Loka or not? What is the benefit? Now this has been analyzed. See, it is not that these questions were not occurring to ancients. So if you look at the Mimamsa Shastra, there is a very interesting analysis which goes on, very deep analysis, okay, regarding these questions. After all, if we can have somebody like Nastika, so during this Mimamsa period or the Brahma Sutra period, several thousand years ago, so do you think that there would have been no one everywhere as Astika? And these Siddhanta and debate would have gone then also. So that is why these various sutras and various things are there. Even then, this question would have been posed to them. ऋणं कृत्वा घृतं पिबेत्. What is it? भस्मीभूतस्य देहस्य पुनरागमनं कुतः. So this is a loka gatha. That is how it has been put in Sarvadarshana Sangraha. When you talk about lokayata means, what is lokayata? So ayata means something which is widespread. Okay. Dehatma shariravadinah. Okay. Dehatmavadinah, we can say. Dehatmavadinah. So this Dehatmavadi, it is even we, those who believe in all this, those who study Vedanta, those who study Mimamsa, etc., Astikas also have this Dehabhimana, it doesn't leave. Okay. So this Lokayatattvam, one aspect of Lokayata is still there, but that is not the primary thing. So we have some other thing also. Anyway, so here this question will arise. So it is actually both way beneficial for the performer and unto which this is performed, to whom it is aimed at. So this discussion goes on, and even if, see, there are various places in which we have something called apamrityu. So apamrityu means sometimes he goes. So only if there is sharira can you perform some kriya. So the sharira itself is not there. There are various levels of kriyas. So you have a lot of kriyas till you take it to smashana. And after that also there are a few things. But if sharira itself is not there, it's not handed over to you. So up to this, whatever is to be done, it cannot do. Right? So there are certain other prakriyas which are given for that, and those prakriyas have to be done. And if one does not even do, then also, so there are certain passages which describe that. So these will sort of speed up certain activities. This will sort of benefit this. As far as the performer is concerned, this is a naimittika kriya. So naimittika kriya, if it is not done, then it is a pratyavaya papa. So it is actually both way. This will be benefiting this kriya. So we should not think that immediately this fellow has got some other sharira and therefore this does not reach. The phala is something which is aimed at. There is a uddeshya and there is a phala. Okay? So this is what we need to understand as far as these kriyas are concerned. Okay? So now, avidya marga was classified into two types. One is karmatha, the other is nastika. Now coming to this vidya marga, we have the next shloka. So in the vidya marga we have verse 17. We will read that now. Vidya margamupaiti kopi purushaha. Vidya margamupaiti kopi purushaha. Vidya margamupaiti kopi purushaha. Prakshina papo rama ramanugrahataha. Prakshina papo rama ramanugrahataha. Prakshina papo rama ramanugrahataha. Yato yamamritaha. Yato yamamritaha. Yato yamamritaha. Shrutum pravaktum nrinam. Shrutum pravaktum nrinam. Shrutum pravaktum nrinam. Jnatum drashtumapi pradurlabhataraha. Jnatum drashtumapi pradurlabhataraha. Jnatum drashtumapi pradurlabhataraha. Proktopyasamyagvidaha. 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 Najñeyo bahuchintayapyanutaraha. Najñeyo bahuchintayapyanutaraha. Najñeyo bahuchintayapyanutaraha. Atakyo yadatma paraha. Atakyo yadatma paraha. Atakyo yadatma विद्यामार्गमुपैति कोऽपि पुरुषः. Kopi Purushaha. Kopi Purushaha means someone. Kopi. In fact, it is interesting to note in Sanskrit, if you have a sentence which begins with api, it means it refers to some question. You know that? Api. Api sarvam shobhanam. Okay. Api sarvam shobhanam means is everything all right with you? Okay. In fact, we have very beautiful slokas in Kalidasa's work which start with api, 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 api. So somewhere he says, api kriyartham sulabham samikusham. Yes. The Rishi comes to Parvati and then he asks, api kriyartham sulabham samikusham jalanyapi snana vidhikshamanite. Api svashaktya apasi pravartase shariramadhyam khalu dharma sasanam. This most of you would have heard. Shariramadhyam khalu dharma sasanam. Okay? So you have to take care of your body in order to say that people will quote this. But the point I wanted to convey was api kriyartham. Api. Api svashaktya tapasi pravartase. Do you perform tapas according to your own strength? Kaha also, if used independently, it means a question. Kastatra bho. But when you put two questions, kopi, there is no question there. Understand? Kopi, kopi. Similarly, kathamapi. Similarly. So when api follows a question, both of them being questions, both of them indicating interrogation, so it will become something else. Okay, now you see Vidya Margam Upaiti Kopi Purushaha. Kopi means Atyantam Viralaha. So this Vairalya Suchaka. Okay, so extremely difficult to find someone. Vidya Margam Upaiti Kopi Purushaha. So it is extremely difficult to find someone who goes along with the path of Vidya. See, Vidya Margam. Yesterday we saw Vidyapatha Pantha. Vidyapatha Pantha. So the one who follows this, it is not very easy to find. Okay. Then he says, Prakshina Papo Rama Ramanugrahataha. And if at all it can happen, it will happen with Ishvara Anugraha. And this person has to be Prakshina Papaha. So this Papa, essentially Papa manifests in the form of thinking. You have to first understand. So there is nothing more. Okay. It is thinking which makes the person act. And at the thought level, if it is sort of finished, then activity is also finished. Okay. So that's why Prakshina Papaha. And for this to function well, we need the grace of Ishvara. He says Rama Ramanugrahataha. What is Rama Ramanugraha? This can be understood in 2-3 ways. In fact, we have this Rama Rama, even in, we have this, no? What is it? In Vishnu Sahasranama we have. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. Rame Rame Manorame. So you can understand it in 2 ways. See. Manorame Rame. Manorame Rame Aham Rame. Rame means I dwell upon. Manorame Rame. So Manorame Rame means this Rama whose character is so amusing, so attractive in that. Manorame Rame. Even in the Shabda, Aham Rame. Okay. So what is Rame first before? No. Sri Rama Rama Rameti. Rame. Rame. Manorame. So this Rama, see, this Rame can be understood either as a verb, or it can be even understood as addressing her. Who? So Rame. So Shiva can address Parvati also as Rame. So Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tastulyam Ramanama Varahani. Okay. Now here Rama, see, Ramanugrahataha, Ramasya Anugrahataha, Rama Ramanugrahataha. One can either take it as Sita and Rama, or Rama Ramanugrahataha. So one can just say Ramayam Yaha Ramate, Rama Ramanugrahataha. So this can be any deity which is worthy of so thinking Rama Ramanugrahataha by his grace. Yato Yamamritaha. Ayam Amritaha here refers to this Atma. Ayam Amritaha. Shrotum pravaktum rinam nyatum drashtumapi pradurlabhataraha. So he further says, so up to Shrotum, Bhaktum, etc. So that should go and have its anvaya in the later part of the verse. So till this we have to understand Vidya Margamupaiti. So Vidya Margamupaiti Kopi Purushaha Prakshina Papaha Rama Ramanugrahataha Eva. So he can do. Why he is giving the reason later. I am Amritaha. So this person, I am Atma. Shrotum pravaktum rinam nyatum drashtumapi. There are 4 verbs which have been employed here. First verb is Shrotum. Next verb is Vaktum. Third verb is Nyatum. And the fourth verb is Drashtum. Okay, so there are 4 things which are employed. Why is he using this? Atmavare drashtavya shrotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyaha. So something similar to that. I mean, it is not identical with that, but one can see that. Shrotum pravaktum nyatum drashtum pradurlabhataraha. So this Atman, it is very difficult, he is saying. And further he says, Proktopyasamyak vida. Asamyak vida proktaha. Even if it is being explained by someone who has not really understood and put it in practice, najñeyaha, it cannot be properly understood. Why? I am a very intelligent person, I can understand on my own. So there he says, Bahuchintayapyanutaraha adarkyaha yadatma paraha. So there is a very interesting commentary which is given by Ramaraja. So we will follow the commentary and analyze this verse in greater detail. Nanu, this is where it commences. The commentary starts. Nanu, kimiti sarve. Nanu, why is there danda? The danda has to be removed. Too many. Nanu, kimiti sarve vidyamargameva na bhajante ata aha vidyeti. He is asking this question. So vidyamarga can give you prosperity in this world, prosperity elsewhere, okay, a peace of mind in this world. But why is it people do not choose this? Why is it that people do not choose this? Nanu kimiti vidyamargameva na bhajante ata aha. So here he gives the answer. In fact, this verse is basically a summary of two mantras. The mantras go like this. See, Shravanayapi bahudhiryo na labhyah, Shrinvantopi bahavoyam na vidyuh, Ascharyo vakta kushalosya labdha, Ascharyo jnata kusalanushishtaha, Nanarena varena proktaha, Yesha subhijñeyo bahudha chintyamanaha. You see, so those phrases are here. Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti, aniyan hyatarkyamanu pramanat. So these two mantras, 7 and 8, so are basically paraphrased here. Now let us read the commentary further, and if needed, we will come back to Bhashya later. Prakshina papaha kopi dhanyaha, kopi Rama Ramanugrahat, Ishvaranugrahat. Rama yasmin ramate. Understand? Rama yasmin ramate, saha Rama Ramaha. Okay? So tasya anugrahat. So it can be taken as Hayagriva. I mean, it is Vishnoho Amshaha. So that is how, I mean, his upasana. Rama Ramanugrahat. Prakshina papaha kopi dhanyah purusha. Okay. So someone who is really a blessed person. Rama Ramanugrahataha. By the grace of Ishvara. Vidya margam upaiti. In fact, I know a person who is a real sannyasi. Real sannyasi means he just does not care for food, does not care for any comfort, but then he moves on. Really? Huh? No, that is one thing. There are many people like that. I mean, in India, so we don't know. Okay, so we don't know. So there are so many people, and this person, he chose. So he was a Vairagi. So he had a very, very lucrative profession, and then left it, and then took to sannyasa. He was serving a great saint, and then that saint himself gave him sannyasa ashrama. And then he was once sharing that, so I try to do with great nishtha, so all this. But even then, certain things I am not able to overcome. So that sometimes I get really angry if something goes wrong. So that also should have been suppressed by me. So why am I not able to do? See? So there, that is where we say this anugraha. See? So you do a lot of things, and once you do this, so you also realize that I should not have shouted at this. And that again bothers. He was just sharing with me. And this I am trying to again and again suppress, but this does not get suppressed. So that is where the vasana also plays a role. And this vasana has to be slowly eradicated anyway. Rama Ramanugrahat. It is not that mere ashrama or mere anusthana, but they will help, no doubt. Okay. Anugrahat, Ishvaranugrahat, Vidya margam upaiti. Vidya margam upaiti. He chooses. Therefore, he says in this Smriti, Ishvaranugraha deva pumsam advaita vasana. So even to step into that, okay, that happens only through the grace of Ishvara. Otherwise, we just keep pursuing various things in the world. Pumsam advaita vasana. Advaita vasana, what does it mean? So an ability to dwell in the profound concept presented by Advaita even for a short while. Understand? That concept, okay? So there the mind dwells. Vasyate. Okay? So Advaita vasana. Ishvara anugraha deva pumsam advaita vasana. iti smaranat yataha yasmat ayam atma. Drinam, see, there is once again, there is a problem here. See, after Atma, you should put a danda because the later one connects with the later part of the sentence. Drinam bhaktuhu asatvad shrotum pradurlabhataraha. That is how the sentence should go. Drinam bhaktum means Drinam madhye. You have to understand. Drinam madhye vaktuhu asatvat. Vaktuhu asatvat means the one who can speak with clarity, the one who can speak with conviction, the one who can impress upon the importance of it. So, tadrishaha vaktaraha nasanti. Understand? Drinam madhye vaktuhu asatvad. So, such brilliant expositions are not available, and therefore shrotum pradurlabhataraha is the first meaning. Okay, so because there are not many people who can nicely explain, it is very difficult. Then he says tatha shrotuhu asatvad pravaktum pradurlabhataraha. So there may be some people who can nicely explain, and there has to be some audience to explain. Who can receive that teaching well. Okay. So tatha shrotuhu asatvad. Pravaktum means prakarshena vaktum. Understand? So in order to expound the deep meanings of that, so there has to be some shrota who can receive and understand. Otherwise it is difficult. I had a very great problem. Forget Vedanta. See, when I started teaching, soon after my postgraduate in one of the colleges, so I was invited to give lectures on electromagnetic field and classical mechanics. The kind of problem that I encountered, that was some college, not like these premier institutes. So I accepted to teach the MSc students. So it is extremely difficult for me because their background is so poor. So it is extremely difficult for you to communicate and then make them appreciate how these equations came, how these derivations came, what is the concept behind it. So shrotum, so pravaktum is simple vaktum, prakarshena vaktum is second aspect. Understand? So this is, so he says tatha shrotuhu asatvat. If you do not find the appropriate audience. That is why, you know this? Arasikeshu. Malika. What is the first half? Itara papa phalani yadrichaya vilikitani sahe chaturanana. See, itara papa phalani. So any other papa phala is okay with me. See, yadrichaya, sahe, I am willing to bear. Okay. Chaturanana, oh Brahma, but don't put me into this kind of a problem where the audience cannot receive and I have to explain to them. Tatha shrotuhu asatvat pravaktum pradurlabhataraha. Then he says, evam. Now there is a problem both ways. Therefore he says, evam vachana shravana vyavahara bhavad. Okay. So both have to be nicely fulfilled. That's why we say sahana vavatu. Protect us together. The teacher as well as the taught. Okay. Let the taught understand. See. So both of them should be protected together. See. Evam vachana shravana vyavahara bhavat. If this does not happen, then where is the question of understanding? Jnatum pradurlabhataraha. Then he says, evam ajñātatvādeva. First you have to understand. So then you will realize the import after some time, after repeated contemplation. So this drashtum here means sakshatkartum. Sakshatkartum means a thorough understanding of what is being conveyed. So that happens only by repeated study and repeated thinking, repeated contemplation. So that is how it matures, and that is what is meant by drashtum. Drashtum. Are you able to see what I am saying? See means see. Drashtum sakshat kartum pradurlabhataraha. Then atmatatvasya shrota. Atmatatvasya shrota. So did you see? Drinam bhaktuhu asatvat. There you have to remove that danda. You understand? Drinam, the third line. Drinam bhaktuhu asatvat shrotum pradurlabhataraha. That danda has to be removed. Okay? Shrotum pradurlabhataraha. So that continues with the previous thing. Then tatha shrotuhu asatvad pravaktum pradurlabhataraha. Evam, it goes on. So now we come to the last line of the first paragraph in the commentary. Atmatatvasya shrota. There you can put a comma. See, shrotari sati vakta jnata drashta cha. Then you put one more comma. See, shrota loke ativa durlabhataraha ityartha. Okay. So you have to have appropriate shrota. And if there is a shrota, that can be a vakta. And if there is vakta and shrota fulfilling the criteria, then we have jnata and finally drashta. So this is how it goes. Now he is asking this question. Shrota dullabha, that is understood. Vaktari sati, assume that there is a vakta. Then why are you saying jnana is dullabha? If there is no shrota, there is no pravakta. That is okay. But if there is a pravakta and there is a shrota, then jnatum durlabhataraha. Why? Drashtum durlabhataraha. Why? So that is what he is explaining. Nanu vaktari sati katham tajnanam durlabham ata aha. Now he says, Ayam atma asamyak vida asamyak darishina proktopi nyeyo nyatum shakyaha na bhavati. There should be a full stop there. Nyatum shakyaha na bhavati. So ayam atma asamyak vida. Samyak darishi means the one who has put this Advaita Bhavana in his practice, at least to some extent. Okay? Asamyak darishina proktopi, even if he tries to explain, Nyeyaha jnatum shakyo na bhavati. Who is Nyeya? Atma. So Nyeyaha Atma jnatum shakyo na bhavati. So you cannot really understand his nature. But tattvavidupadishtameva jnanam. On the other hand, if it is nicely put forth by a tattvavidu, one who has understood thoroughly, tattvavidupadishtameva jnanam atmavalokanaksham bhavati netarat. Other things will not help. Therefore, we have this in Bhagavad Gita. Upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So that is how we have this Bhagavad Gita vachana. Iti Gita vachanat. Sacha tattvavit durlabhataraha. So there again you can put a full stop. See? So sacha tattvavit durlabhataraha. Those kinds of people are extremely difficult to find. So there may be so many people who keep talking Vedanta. In fact, the next sentence, so Ramaraya expresses his concern and agony. He says, Ye tu adhuna. Adhuna means 100 years before. when he wrote, Yetu adhuna Vedanti Bruvaha. This is Vedanti Bruvaha means this is exactly the phrase which we use. Self-proclaimed mathematician. Atmanam Vedantinam Manyate. This fellow says that I am a Vedanti. Vedanti Bruvaha. see. So that is what it is. That is the phrase. Yetu adhuna Vedanti Bruvaha Pustaka Bhara Harinaha Upalabhyante. Pustaka Bhara Harinaha Upalabhyante. Okay? They just carry the burden of the text in their heads. Te Asamyak Darishina Eveti. So many of them are Asamyak Darishina Eveti. Tad Upadesha Vashat Atman Ajnatum Shakyate. Why? So their lectures, so Atma Jnatum Nashakyate. Upadeshtureva Atmajnatva Bhavat. Okay? So because that fellow himself is not a person who has really dwelt upon the nature of Atma. He is just saying what the text is. Okay? So in fact, I remember I had a teacher who was supposed to teach mathematical physics in my first year MSc. So the teacher came to the class. He is just a new recruit. So he came to the class and then he went to the board. He opened a notebook. He was writing all that. So we were just asking, so what is this, what does this mean, etc. So one class, two class, so every class he does the same thing. So we don't understand anything. Most of the time he will be just writing, looking at the board and not even seeing us. So then at one point of time I got little upset and I went to the head of the department and complained. Okay, so that this does not work. So then when he was questioned, he was just mentioning, this is what I learnt from my teacher in Annamala University. That is what I am writing to you. You understand? But you should explain, no? That is what he is trying to say. Upadeshtureva Atmajnatva Bhavat means he should have digested what he is doing. Otherwise he will just be writing. Okay. And that was the first instance in which so I went and told, we don't need him anymore. So I was a little upset. So this happening again and again, absolutely it is a waste of time. So then I ventured, okay, to get some books in the market. And then I started giving some lectures. So this happened. So anyway, so Upadeshtureva Atmajnatva Bhavat. So now we have this verse, interesting verse from Bhagavata, he quotes. Uktancha Shabda Brahmani Nishnataha. Repeat.
Shabda Brahmani Nishnataha.
Shabda Brahmani Nishnataha. Nanishnayat Pare Yadi. Nanishnayat Pare Yadi. Nanishnayat Pare Yadi. Shramastasya Shramapalaha. Shramastasya Shramapalaha. Shramastasya Shramapalaha. Hyadhenumiva rakshataha. Hyadhenumiva rakshataha. Hyadhenumiva rakshataha. This is a very interesting verse. In fact, this has been lifted from one of the profound skandhas. So this is Ekadasha Skandha, as you can see, which is given in the footnote. And there is a dialogue which happens between Krishna and Uddhava. So Krishna and Uddhava, so they converse. Some profound Vedanta is being discussed. So there in that context, so this verse is being cited by Ramaraya. So there he says, see, the next verse is also very important. First let me explain briefly what the content of this verse is. Shabda Brahmani Nishnataha Nanishnayat Pare Yadi. So this has to be, I think it can be split. Nanishnayat Pare Yadi. Okay. So Pare means, so Shabda Brahma refers to mere Vedic chanting. Okay, Shabda Rashi, mere Shabda Rashi. So mere Shabda Rashi, whether it is Karma Kanda or Jnana Kanda, so that does not matter much. The import of this has to be clearly understood. Okay? So therefore he is saying, how does the word Nishnata come? Nishnataha. So Nishnataha means an expert. That is what it means. Visheshataha yaha janati saha nishnataha. Nipunaha. That is what it means. So this actually comes from snadhatu. We use this phrase, no? He is deeply immersed into study now. Immersed means what? So nitaram snataha. Nitaram means he has completely immersed himself into music. So that is what this comes out. Nitaram snataha. But there is a sutra which has been, see, this is for Aradhana. Ninadibhyam. Ninadibhyam. Snate Kaushale. Snate Kaushale. The sutra. So he actually uses two things here. Ni and Nadi. Ni Nadi Bhyam. So this Ni stands for Nitaram. Okay. So Nadi is normal Nadi. So Ni Nadi Bhyam Snatehe Kaushale. Kaushale means Kaushale Dyotye. When you want to convey that someone is really an expert, then what happens is that will become shakar. Okay. Ninadibhyam snate kaushale. Okay. So that murdhanyadesha will happen. Okay. So murdhanya shakara will come. And therefore the form will be not snataha but shnataha. Nishnataha. Okay. So nitaram snataha. So ni, sna, and then we have tap pratyaya. Okay. Nishnataha means nipunaha. Similarly, we have this word nadishna. Nadishnaha. Nadishnaha also means an expert. An expert. Okay. So nadishnaha. So only when you have to convey the meaning that he is a real expert, Pandita, then you use this word Nadishnaha. So otherwise some fellow who comes by taking bath in the river, so you should simply say Nadishnataha. Okay, you should not call him Nadishna. Okay, so that is what it is. Kaushale Dyotye. So that is how we have to understand this. Okay, so Nishnataha, Nadishnaha. So we use this word if you go to some sabhas, so where Nana Shastra Nadishnaha. See, Nana Shastra Nadishnaha means he is an expert in several branches of knowledge. Okay, that is how the word Nadishnaha is used. Okay, so here he says Nishnataha. Where Nishnataha? Shabda Brahmani. Shabda Brahmani Nishnataha. Nanishnayat Pare Yadi. So So if he does not excel in understanding the import of it, so the import of the Veda is to understand that Param Brahma. Okay? If he does not do, Shramastasya Shramapalaha. What does it mean? Shramaha Shramapalaha means? Shramaha Shramapalaha. Shrama will lead to Shrama. Shramastasya. Shramaha means tatra vidyayam yaha shramaha kritaha. You understand? That Shrama, Shastre yaha shramaha tena kritaha saha Shramapalaha eva. Okay? Natu ashramapalaha. Okay? So it has to lead him to real happiness. Okay? Shramastasya Shramapalaha. Okay, adhenumiva rakshataha. That example will be explained tomorrow. Om Sarve Sukhinas Santu Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om